Hello, it's Kyle on day 139. Okay, first of all, let me show you my home. Look at this place. Do you notice anything? Well, what you should notice is it's about 80% fucking immaculate and clean, and it's shocking. And did a maid do it? No, a maid did not do it. I did it all by myself. I am blown away that I had the energy, the capability, and the follow through to make this happen. Listen, if you know me, you know I am not, well, listen, I was really a good cleaner when I was high. When I was coming down off drugs, I could spend 24 hours coming, yeah, that's what, because it took me a long time to come down. I could spend 24 hours cleaning this place, and I would. That's like with the toothpaste, and not the toothpaste, but the toothbrush, the bleach, and the tile grout. Yeah, I was one of those people. I did not have those tweaker projects like people have, but I had that thing where I would clean this place so good. You know, it's because Cork would be out of town. I wanted him to come home to a nice place. And he already knew I'd probably been using when he was gone. And so I had all that guilt. And I at least wanted him to have, I had so much guilt from what I put us through in our relationship that I just at least, the only thing I could do was to put our home together for when he came back from a business trip. And it was so cruel, but that was my best thinking is what I had. But I just decided to do it now because actually Crook's coming home in 2 weeks, and he knew how bad it was. I mean, I've been living in filth, you guys, complete filth. All I was doing was teaching my classes, training clients, working with Moon, my business partner, working with Ginny on this other project, but mostly Moon and I were doing our thing, our full-time writing gig for our book, developing this program that we're doing, the little bit of writing I was doing for Liberal America and Freak Out Nation and the other few publications I write for. But it was disgusting here. You couldn't come in my front door without being overwhelmed with disgust. It looks really good now. It really does. I'm amazed. Oh yeah, my body. Yeah. Okay. I'm teaching at a level you just could not believe. So I'm teaching all of Ginny's classes while she's in Japan, which is a boatload of classes. David's been in New York. I think I taught like 9 classes for him. Eric Swartz, I've taught a bunch of classes for him, and then all my own classes. I'm teaching at a level that well, never. I've never taught this many classes. In the last 3 weeks, this many classes consistently. The only reason I'm surviving it, you guys, is I'm applying the science of what I usually have been telling my clients to do for years. I'm applying that science to my own body. You cannot teach at this level without doing the work, and that means the hydration, the rolling out every night, the myofascial release, getting massaged, the Epsom salts bath. Listen, the sleep is so crucial. I was at this level, I'm probably working out 3 times more than I would normally work out in a week. And because I'm working out so much, my hunger has been shut down a little bit because I really don't get hungry after I've worked out. So my caloric load has gone down. My caloric expenditure physically is probably triple. And yet I was gaining some body fat. I was getting a little bit of layer of body fat on my stomach. And it's science. The science is if you don't sleep and rest and hydrate, your body will develop so much cortisol and slam that metabolism so fast. You know, that's why people that don't sleep are so fucking fat. I really know that now because you could not work out more than I was working out, and you could not eat less, and I was still gaining body fat. And I was losing some muscle mass as well. So I was also cannibalizing my body. So guys, I can't tell you how crucial sleep is. Speaking of sleep, this is a little bit disappointing. Actually, it's not so disappointing. I keep waiting for it to be disappointing, but it's not. Um, I left Liberal America today. I don't know if I left Liberal America or I got fired because it ended pretty precariously. But I was accused of stealing a meme from another site and claiming it as my own by my boss, actually, by my boss, Tiffany. And it's absolutely not true. I do what I always do. I took a meme that had a lot of qualities that I liked. I actually redid the font. I grabbed the picture from the site that they grabbed it from. I changed the byline even. I mean, if you really look at them side by side, they're graphically very similar, but they're not at all the same. They just are about, anyway, I don't want to go into the whole thing. The bottom line is that that in her mind, and she really believes, and here's the thing, and this is why I got to let her off the hook a little bit. She really believes what she's saying. She's completely sure that she's right, and that's okay, and she's allowed to feel that way. But she feels this way because she's not sleeping, and it was really easy to recognize that because I used to act a lot like that, when I was coming down and didn't have any sleep. Um, she's not sleeping for a different reason. She's not sleeping because she's got this great site that's going gangbusters right now. We just hit 100,000 fans, and she's doing exactly what I would do if I owned the site. She's probably working herself to the bone because we just hit this milestone. And so, because I've had to pull back for a few days, she's probably doing my work on top of her own. And that sleep deprivation, you get testy. And I've seen this behavior with other writers she's fired and other people, other sites that we partnered with, where she'll lash out just like this. But I've never seen it directed toward me before at this level. And it was weird. The old me would have been like right back in her face, accusing her of this. And I was like, well, you're wrong, and I'm waiting for your apology. And when I saw that wasn't going to happen, I had this really clear calmness come over me, and it was like, you know what? My time here is done. I've done it. I did what I needed to do. I was a small part in getting that, well, I was a pretty big part actually, and that was publicly acknowledged, in getting that site up to 100,000 K. But the site's going to do fine without me. They don't need me. She doesn't need me. We've got great writers. I'm in a very good place now to go move on to something else. Not better necessarily, because I really think that what that site has to offer, I think it's great. I think it's a great place to be, but it's not the right fit for me. I'm a little edgier, and I need to get closer to my brand and fitness and wellness and lifestyle. I love politics, but I shouldn't really be writing about politics. If I'm going to be doing anything with politics, I need to be on the radio for politics or on TV. I should be writing about fitness. And the truth is, I've had 3 opportunities come my way that I've turned down in the last couple of months because of my loyalty toward the Liberal America site. And I was watching myself today when this was kind of going down, and the truth is that I would have continued to turn down other opportunity because of my loyalty toward this woman, Tiffany, my mentor, my writing mentor and my business mentor in this genre. And because she kind of gave me a chance when I didn't know if anybody else would. I don't know if no one else would now. Looking back, I probably could have gone anywhere because, I had a good body of work. I'd written for Shape and Self magazine, and I probably have written for bigger publications than even Tiffany in print media. Well, of course I had, Self and Shape and Cosmo and stuff. But this internet thing was new for me. And she is an amazing writer. but her people skills suck. And I saw that today, coming back at me personally. And she's come at me a few times before, and I normally just let it happen, and I absorb the shock by saying it's my fault. And I got her very comfortable with letting her think that things that were not my fault were. I actually trained her to believe that things were my fault when I should have stood my ground. And today it wasn't my fault. And I didn't lash back. I took it. And what I did was I bowed out gracefully. And I wished her the very best. And I do. I wish them the very, very best. But I am no longer the director of visual communications for Liberal America. And I'm pretty sure. I think I'm a writer right now. I looked online a minute ago, and I'm still a writer. But I'm going to remove myself from that, and I'm going to make a clean break. I'm going to wish everybody the best. I'm going to move on, and I'm going to say yes to some of these other opportunities that have come my way. And I hope that they do great things, and they will. They don't need me. And the truth is, I don't need them either. And I think it was a great win-win for the time that we had together. And that's it. But I deserve to be treated with a little bit more respect. And Tiffany deserves to have an employee that actually is more closer to the brand that they're going for. I wasn't quite the fit that she needed either. So it's good for both of us, to be honest. I hope she realizes that I'm not something that she needs. She can do better than me, and I can do better than her. And I hope that one day we'll acknowledge that publicly. Anyway, it's been a great day. I'm teaching at a level, well, as you can see, my body is fucking amazing right now. It's because I'm teaching so much, and I'm eating well, and I'm getting enough sleep. Sleep is so important, you guys. Listen, if you're really paying attention to what I'm saying, you've got to sleep. Your brain does not function without good sleep. And being a writer and a fitness person, it's really hard to do that. It's really difficult to actually run a business and get adequate rest. You got to find the time. If that is vital. That's what went wrong tonight. Is Tiffany is underslept, and she's not seeing things clearly, and she just lost somebody that was really good for her. And I'm sorry for that, but I'm also really grateful because I can go do something better. Not better, different. Good night.